We are now approaching the halfway point in Zach's season of The Bachelor, and that means it's time for the extended mid-season preview, one that this time is going to give us a look at new dates, new drama, and new confirmation on who's going to be in Zach's final 4, and even his final 2. So let's now break this thing down and see if we can pinpoint how this season plays out, who's getting a hometown, and who will be showing up to Zach's final rose ceremony to put a ring on it. And as per usual, please, no posting any outright spoilers in the comment section below unless you can back it up with sleuthing, and a link to the full, unedited preview is in the description.
Zach's worldwide quest for love continues.
You get used to this.
It's passionate.
There's this spark that I feel when I see her.
Romantic.
I can say I am falling for you.
And
Alright, pausing here on Zach and Charity, where it looks like Zach is making up for the missed one-on-one he couldn't go on with Charity from last episode due to him getting COVID. This date will be in Estonia, their destination for next week, but take note of the different outfits she's wearing in the 2 dates here. We'll circle back to this later on. Otherwise, we've got more shots of Thailand, the final filming location after hometowns, and a shot here that we have seen before but could never fully identify. Later on in the preview though, I think we can confirm that this woman is Katie. But let's continue.
And a little bit wild.
We are at a nudist sauna.
Can enjoy it.
I came here to find love. And right now, my heart is pounding because it's here. And it's real.
Okay, so in this section, we've got a number of new exciting date shots, including one with Zach and Ariel enjoying a foursome in a sauna. This looks to be from the other one-on-one for next week in Estonia. But the more important shots from this section include this one in Thailand with a woman that looks to be Gabby, and then this one with Charity, whose earring here and Zach's outfit here match the ones seen in this shot and then this shot from earlier. There's a reason I'm pointing this out that I'll get more into once we head into the next section of the preview, so let's keep going.
You have this special way of making me feel really seen and chosen. I feel like I'm the only girl in this world right now.
The feeling of falling in love. It makes my heart flutter. It makes me choke up on my words when I think of you.
That makes me feel so happy.
Alright, so pausing once more on the most up-close confirmation of someone in Thailand to date. Here, confirming Katie as someone else who will be getting a fantasy suite. And I'd argue that she even goes further than that. But what I really want to talk about here is this footage of the night portion of Zach and Charity's date in Estonia. Because with this, we now have a full picture of what Charity will be wearing on that date. First here, for the day portion of the date where they'll be riding in a horse-drawn carriage and doing some city exploring, then here for their fancy palace dinner date. Note that both of these outfits differ from what Charity is wearing right here from this earlier section, and here where the two are sharing a kiss on the dance floor. So what does this mean? Well, it means that Charity seems to get additional one-on-one time beyond next week in Estonia. And with there being only 2 episodes left before hometowns, one of which is in Hungary where we've seen that the one-on-one spots are already going to Brooklyn and Katie, this information seems to indicate that Charity will be getting a hometown. Now, there's also a couple of other quick moments from the season preview that match this shot with Charity.
I'm falling in love with you, and I can see a future with you.
I'm terrified that at the end of this,
It's not me.
So with what we know now, I think these 2 moments add to the idea that this is from a hometown. The first being this very much daytime shot with Charity and what looks like happy tears. Maybe she's talking with a family member and not Zach as the preview implied. Then here we have this shot where she's saying at the end of this, it's not me. Very common lingo for a hometown, as contestants often express to their loved ones their fear that what if, quote, at the end of this, it's not me. Ultimately, as I see it, the only evidence stronger than this that Charity would be getting a hometown is literally seeing her in her hometown with her family. So I think we can lock her into the final 4. Moving on.
I can absolutely see a future with you.
You mean the world to me. And being able to fall in love with you has been nothing short of amazing.
I can confidently say I know my wife is here, but someone's gonna gonna get hurt regardless.
Oh, you know what this means. We're about to head into the drama section of the preview, but not before touching on a section all about Brooklyn. So I think that this shot is a fake out. Brooklyn does have a one-on-one in Hungary to come, but I don't think Zach is wearing this during the night portion of their date. I believe he's wearing this. Now, in the season preview, they threw out a ton of footage with Zach in this moment and paired it with some fake proposal stuff to make it seem like Zach could be getting dumped at the final rose ceremony. But we sleuthed out that this was actually in Hungary and is likely from his date with Brooklyn. Hungary looks to be the episode right before Hometowns, and in each season, that episode seems to always have someone being sent home on their one-on-one. After all, each rose handed out that week means a hometown spot. So all this crying is likely from the emotions of sending home someone that Zach does care about. Or hey, maybe Brooklyn even self-eliminates. But either way, they've set the shot up to lead us away from the idea that things might go wrong on their next one-on-one. But let's now get into the drama.
This is just so up. Oh my god.
Why is this happening?
We all have developed feelings for Zach. We're all scared to lose him.
Yes, a plethora of assorted crying shots we can't know the context to. At this point, it could be something specific, or it could even just be the pressure of things getting closer and closer to hometowns. Pressure that we will see later on seems to be getting to Jess. Now, apart from that, I will point out that this shot right here looks to be in Estonia, as leading the pack is Ariel and Charity, who are both clutching something close to their chest. Looks like roses. Since they both have one-on-ones in Estonia next week, it would seem as though this is the rose ceremony for next episode. Moving on.
I'm terrified that at the end of this,
It's not me.
Jealousy is a very ugly color on people.
You kissed the man before she went on her one-on-one.
If I want to spend a moment with him, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, so here we've got some drama shifting to Catherine as jealousy begins to take center stage in the episodes to come. We also have this shot of Gabby seemingly spying like a mega creep on what could be a fantasy suite or something, but in my opinion this looks to be overly dramatic editing and not reality. However, this Catherine stuff looks to be real, with Brooklyn saying she kissed Zach before someone went on their one-on-one, and then it cuts to Charity. So it's very possible that Zach comes to pick Charity up for her date next week, and Catherine swoops in to give him a kiss, sparking some drama. At least if the preview is to be believed. But either way, drama is ignited between Kat and Brooklyn, as we'll see right ahead.
You have your head up your ass.
I don't have time for this. Lunatic.
I'm upset that I haven't gotten a one-on-one.
You keep bringing up a one-on-one. That's not what it's about. I'm at a loss for words. Just happened.
Okay, so before we get to the Jess stuff, this section starts with a fight between Kat and Brooklyn. Now, Catherine seemed to be in a primo spot after her date with Zach in the Bahamas. However, all the footage left of her from the previews is drama, 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 and no romance or dates. And don't forget this footage from the season preview.
it's like I care about him so much. Doesn't he miss me as much as I miss him?
Yeah, it's not looking so hot for Kat. I'd be surprised if she gets a hometown. But then the other main part of this section of the preview is all this business with Jess. Now here, she's talking about not getting a one-on-one yet, which honestly I think is a fair thing to be worried about at this point, as historically, if things are getting this close to the Final Four and you've not had a one-on-one yet, it's probably right to be wondering why you're even here. And all of this business matches up with a moment that they showed us all the way back in the First Look season preview.
I don't even know what happened. I saw something with her. I was not expecting that.
So I'd wager that this one-on-one stuff comes out of left field for Zach. Perhaps he was even going to keep Jess around for another week, but this then leads to her either being sent home or self-eliminating, meaning I anticipate that she'll be gone next week. So let's continue.
I'm ready to take that next step with you.
This is an act of love, not lust. I'm sorry.
What am I doing?
feel like I let myself down, and I feel like I let the women down.
Okay, so here we've got a lot of emotion on display, like with Greer as she's seen walking away. This moment looks like something we see almost every season. Someone going to the lead's room outside of the normal group date or one-on-one time, and it turning into a breakup. At this point, High Tea Greer is hanging on by a thread anyways, so it's not surprising to see her go. The real question is whether or not this happens in Estonia or Hungary. Then we have Brooklyn saying she's ready to take things to the next step, which here I believe is her talking about hometowns and not the fantasy suite as the preview is trying to imply. But we know, based on our previous sleuthing, that Zach won't be on the same page. Now here, this does look to be a fantasy suite, but I'd say it's more likely with Katie. Footage that is then followed up with this moment that I think is Zach and Katie getting emotional in the lead up to the final rose ceremony. A common sight in a traditional season once we get to that point. And also, I want to remind everyone of this moment from the season preview.
What I have with Zach is amazing, and I don't want it to go away.
With Katie confirmed in Thailand and this clip of her saying what I have with Zach is amazing, I've seen enough. Katie is in the final two. This clip screams meet the family date. I mean, she wouldn't be saying what I have with Zach is amazing to Zach. And this daytime sit-down shot fits perfectly with the final two meet the family date where Zach's folks come in to meet his potential fiancés. Now that, mixed with the sleuthing from the season preview that shows Gabby on not one, but two Thailand dates, and I think at this point we can call it. It's Katie and Gabby in the final two. And right ahead, we're about to get our first look at the real final rose ceremony, not the fake one they filmed in the season preview. So, let's take a look.
It's been a heartbreaking journey, but I found my love. I've caused pain, and I've made mistakes.
Okay, quickly pausing here to say that this really looks like Zach just broke up with the runner-up for the season, which means we'll be seeing both ladies show up that day. I only point that out as it's been fairly common in recent seasons for a breakup with the person the lead is not going to pick to happen before they make it to this final rose ceremony location. But alright, let's finish this thing off.
My mind and my heart have been pulled in separate directions. But standing here with the ring, I just hope that it's all worth it.
So there you have it. The preview ends with Zach in a ring as he's ready to get down on one knee. And this season looks to be ending very traditionally. Now, who will Zach be proposing to between Katie and Gabby? Well, your guess is as good as mine. At this point, I'm sticking to my theory from the season preview and saying Gabby. However, I am just running on a theory, so let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Other than that, we have one more open hometown spot and eliminations for next week to discuss. So, if the trend from last week continues, at the next rose ceremony we'll be seeing two women go home. Jess is likely one, but that leaves someone else. I think it could be Allie, with Catherine and Brooklyn going home the week after, and Greer going home whenever this happens, either next week or in Hungary, which leaves just Ariel for that last hometown spot. And I mean, looking back at some of these shots, this could be a hometown, and this could be a hometown. It's hard to confirm it though, as theoretically these could also be from her one-on-one next week. I also wonder if this is Ariel as the black hair and its length matches hers, but also peep the brown door and also the white sort of tiled walls. Matches this shot from the season preview with Ariel, something I think could be in Thailand. I also think the hair length and color matches a little more with Ariel than it does with Gabby, plus check out the rainy windows here. We see the same climate effect on these windows right here in this other fantasy suite shot. So if this is the same location as this, and this is the same location as this, I think it's enough proof to say that Ariel is not only going to get a hometown spot, but a fantasy suite as well. And I mean, that's not too surprising when you see how Zach reacts to her from this deleted scene from last episode.
Mr. Shallcross, We have a covert mission today. Are you ready?
Okay, I am so excited. I have no idea what to expect, but wow, you look great.
Which means our outlook for the season seems to be a hometown for Charity, Ariel, Gabby, and Katie, with Charity going home there, Ariel being sent home at our final 3, and things coming down to Katie or Gabby. Which one gets the ring, however, that's still anyone's guess. So that's it for this extended mid-season preview breakdown for The Bachelor Season 27. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel as we've still got a lot more content to get to. And until next time, Bachelor Fan Take out.
My mind and my heart have been pulled in separate directions. But standing here with the ring, I just hope that it's all worth it.